Hello and welcome to a new video here on my channel, here at commaik. In this video I want to show you how I'm going to build my new pool heater on top of the roof of my wood storage rack. This time I won't be installing EPDM mats like I have in the past, but instead a finned tube system, specifically this one here. This finned tube system will be connected to these manifold pipes and joined together with various fittings. The whole thing will be glued, not just simply pushed together. And if you want to know how the whole thing works, how you can assemble such a heater yourself and whether it actually makes a difference, then stay tuned, because that's exactly what this video is about. After we remodeled our pool, it now has a water volume of about 24 cubic meters. Of course, the water needs to be heated, because with the current temperature of 5 degrees Celsius to 10 degrees Celsius, nobody really wants to go swimming. Naturally, the sun is enough for heating if you only want to jump into the water starting in August. Or you can give it a little help by building a pool heater. In addition to electric solutions like heat pumps or heating rods, there are also passive systems that are heated by the sun and warm up the water. In my pool house, I installed a system that automatically opens a bypass when there is enough sunshine and directs the water over the roofs back there. Up there, black EPDM mats are laid out. As soon as the sun shines on them, the water in the mats is heated and returns to the pool at about 40 degrees Celsius. After about 1 to 2 days, I can easily raise the temperature from 10 degrees Celsius to a comfortable 18 degrees Celsius. I've had these EPDM mats up there for a good 10 years. However, the rubber mats on the left shelf are now starting to disintegrate. I don't know why. Here you can see one of these mats. These are the individual tubes through which the water flows. This solar system can be connected together endlessly. Mine is 4 meters long. Now I want to replace these mats with what is called a ribbed pipe. It looks a bit like electrical conduit to me. I went with the company Dolphy Rib and got a good deal. I paid for this myself. This is not a promotional video. I'm curious to see if I can install the pool heater without any problems. But before I can install the new heater on the roof, of course, the old heater has to come down first. I need to uninstall the EPDM mats, and I'll show you how I do that now. While I'm at it, I'll also show you how I installed my solar heater. Here you can see my distribution setup. These two flex-fit pipes are buried over a meter deep in the ground and come from the pool house. The supply line is on the left, the return line on the right. A manifold distributes the water to the 3 roofs. Each pipe supplies an EPDM mat. Here are the return lines, which I can turn on or off individually using the shut-off valves on the roof. The whole setup looks like this. Here you can see the EPDM mats, which are connected to the manifold pipes. These rubber hoses heat up in the sun and thereby warm the water. The supply line is down here. You can already see some moisture here because the EPDM mats are leaking. Here you can clearly see the extensive repairs I've unfortunately had to make so far, because the EPDM mats are consistently falling apart. For whatever inexplicable reason, the mats become incredibly brittle on the underside. Up to this point, I've successfully repaired them using these specialized connectors. They can be precisely cut to the exact right length. They are designed to fit various sizes and are then carefully inserted into the flexible rubber pipes. I'm going to dismantle this area now. The mats that are still in good condition I'll install on the 3rd roof, and then I'll have a total of 24 square meters of heating surface again, which I can use to heat the pool automatically. I've taken the EPDM mats down from the roof. The space is now clear, and I can start installing the solar pipes. Together with Grandpa, I'll first pre-assemble the individual segments on an OSB board. The board is 2.5 meters long, which is exactly the same as the depth of the roof. That means the measurements will definitely work out. Here I want to show you how the construction is planned. The heating supply is located at the back left corner. The water hose comes in from this particular side and is securely connected right here with a suitable adapter. Just like this specific one shown here, the water then flows into the distribution pipe. Through the finned pipes, the water is distributed all the way to the other side. Here the warm water is directed back into the return flow through the outlet. This construction is called a Z construction. The water enters at the bottom right and exits at the top left. The alternative would be a U construction. There the water flows in at the top left and out at the top right. The water flows down, across and back up. There are a few things that should always be kept in mind during installation. The inlet should always be at the bottom and the outlet at the top. Warm water rises to the top, air also rises, and the pipes need to be vented. In winter the water should be drained. That's why it makes sense to have a drain at the bottom. I will install a drainage outlet on the left side that I can open in winter. Here on this side I will first install this PVC pipe in between with a T-piece in the middle. However, not a T-piece with 3 × 50 millimeters, but a T-piece that has a 1/2 threaded opening on the underside. There I can install a faucet. Then I can simply open the tap and let the pool heater drain. That way I won't have any problems with frost in winter. The end caps and the pipes will be glued together. For this, the pipes first need to be cleaned with a special cleaner. Afterwards, the corresponding pipe ends are brushed with the special adhesive on the outside or inside and then fitted together. Then the whole thing rests for a few minutes. It holds extremely well. We place the spacers at intervals of 75 centimeters. The pipes are simply clipped in here. With the screw holes, I can even fasten the brackets to the roof. Basically though, the system is already stormproof by design. First, these rubber sleeves are installed into the ribbed pipe. The sleeves are compressed and inserted into the pipe. The ribbed pipe with a rubber sleeve is then pressed onto the manifold pipe. It's a very tight fit, but it also holds extremely well. You should definitely use a lubricant during assembly to avoid causing any damage. Now we're going to assemble all the segments and I'll keep the camera rolling for you. I hope you can see everything clearly. If you want to know how this works in detail, just leave me a comment under the video. I'd be happy to explain it further. If you want to know where I got all this stuff, check under the video. I'll link all the components for you there. Please don't forget to give my video a like, subscribe to my channel. Let's continue with assembling the individual segments. I'll then glue the segments together up on the roof. The ripped pipes were pushed onto the manifold pipes with a seal and now sit there rock solid. Water can now flow through the pipes. Now comes the exciting part. The manifold pipes need to be glued together. In the end, the area on the roof will be about 2.5 m by 4 m in size. To show you how to glue these pipes together, we'll demonstrate with an example. We're going to glue the end cap. This pipe goes in the top right corner and the opening needs to be sealed. The outlet will be installed on the other side. First, the areas to be glued are cleaned with a special cleaner and special cleaning cloths. Afterwards, the surfaces are brushed with glue and bonded together. Individual segments can be glued together on the roof. You can also assemble everything on the ground first and then lift it up in larger segments. We decided to glue the segments together here on the roof. The first segments are already on the roof. Here is the segment with the attached end cap. The next segment is then pushed in here and glued. The same goes for the bottom and all other segments until we reach the front here. At the top left, the elbow for the return flow is glued, and down here, the elbow for the supply flow is installed. It is early April 2025. The weather is cold. Thanks to the heating, however, the pool water still warms up by almost 4 degrees Celsius to 5 degrees Celsius per day. I'm very satisfied with that. A little bit of air still comes through the two jets into the pool. The air was previously in the pipes and first has to be pushed out by the water. Here you can see my supply and return lines from the pool heater once again. Now let's take a look at the roof. The individual ripped pipes are not laid perfectly, I admit. In some places they stick out. But I could always just pull the pipe out again and cut off a segment. Then it would look nicer. But let's be honest, up here it doesn't have to look fancy. It's all about function. The solar heater is supposed to warm the water and stay securely in place up here. Speaking of secure, I simply placed this entire construction on the roof. The solar heater is windproof and stormproof. So far there haven't been any problems. Under no circumstances should you attach the manifold pipes to the roof in any way. Only the upper manifold pipe may be fixed in place. That's because the fin pipe needs to move. When it gets warm, they expand, and in winter, when it gets cold, they contract. If the manifold pipes are mounted firmly, damage can occur when the fin pipes in between move and pull loose. What other tips can I give you? Well, the way we assembled the segments was good and it worked. However, I think it might actually be better to glue the manifold pipes together first and then mount the fin pipe on the roof. You can see it here. The pipes are not glued in a straight line. Once the fin pipes are attached to the manifold pipes, gluing them is not that easy. The fin pipes are under tension. The special adhesive actually takes almost 10 minutes before the connection is secure and firmly bonded. We cleaned the pipes, applied the adhesive, and then pressed the pipes together for 10 minutes so that everything would stay in place. We didn't always manage to do this perfectly, especially at the beginning. On the upper side it turned out a bit crooked and uneven, but it's sealed. I can live with the uneven pipes. The heater is on the roof. No one can see it there. As long as the satellites up there leave me alone, I really don't care. I can walk around on the fin pipes as usual to repair them or to make adjustments. That works too. Now it's your turn. Give me some feedback below this video. What do you think of this project? What do you think of the fin pipes? Have you had any experience with them? What kind of heating do you have? A heat pump, an instantaneous water heater, or maybe you also use EPDM mats like the ones I have on the other two racks? Well, over there they're still running and I hope they'll keep running for a long time. Let me know your experiences in the comments below the video. What would you pay special attention to and what would you like to share with me? If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you won't miss any of the new videos. If you want to know where you can get the components I used here, take a look below the video as well. As usual, I'll place the product links below the video for you. That way you can shop directly. The price stays the same for you. And I receive a small commission to help keep this channel running and to make new videos for you. Thank you for your support. I'm looking forward to the next video with you. As you can see, there's still plenty of work to do on the pool. Until then, take care. Bye.